A political tension is building following moves by the State House of Assembly to initiate impeachment proceedings against the Deputy Governor Aminu Abdussalam Gwarzo. Now, lawmakers accuse the Deputy Governor of gross misconduct, abuse of office, and breach of public trust over allegations involving about 1.6 million, billion naira reportedly linked to local government funds. The impeachment notice was presented during plenary in line with Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution, which outlines the process for removing a governor or deputy governor.
Now, the development has sparked a debate about accountability, political rivalry, and stability in one of Nigeria's most potentially or politically influential states. To help us unpack what this means for governance and political stability in Kano State, we're joined by Ibrahim Abdullahi-Karaye, the Publicity Secretary of the NNPP in Kano State. And of course, we've got News Central correspondent Emmanuel Bagudu.
Now, we are going to take a report by Emmanuel Bagudu, or a stop by for the impeachment. Let's take a look at that now, and then when we come back, we'll be dissecting it and talking about the implications.
This article of impeachment, sir, is a formal notice by the Kano State House of Assembly in compliance with Section 188 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended against Aminu Abdussalam, contained here in allegation of gross misconduct, abuse of office, and breach of public trust arising from his actions when he oversees the Ministry for Local Government as Commissioner between 2023 and 2024, and while serving as Deputy Governor of Kano State, all of which are impeachable offences.
I acknowledge the receipts of this document, and I plead to serve him with written allegation instilled against him to defend himself. Let it be known that this matter will be handled with the utmost seriousness, transparency, and due process. All subsequent steps will be strictly guided by the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, with detailed procedure for the removal of the executive officer. A process that is fair, just, and in full compliance with our supreme law will be followed.
Now, let's start with our correspondent, Emmanuel. Thank you again so much for joining us. Now, we've taken a look at the SOT. We've gotten a bit of context, but can you give us a bit of an overview of what is taking place, why the impeachment, how far they have gone with the process?
Well, it's an allegation raised by the majority leader. Of course, he is alleging that Comrade Abdussalam was supervising the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs sometimes in 2023 up to 2024 while he was Deputy Governor. So he was acting as Deputy Governor at the same time the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs when the government of the NNPP won the election. So he met APC local government chairman whom he was working with, whom he has given autonomy, whom he has allegedly allowed free hand to spend a lot of money on grassroots development. So the majority leader is alleging that he didn't do that properly. He allowed for some kind of financial misconduct during his tenure as local government commissioner and chieftaincy affairs. So the matter has been brought right now when the political atmosphere is being heated in the state, raising a lot of questions whether it is because the gentleman refused to defect to the APC. But that is left for the investigative panels and the processes of the impeachment to be concluded. That will be clear whether or not Comrade Abdussalam, actually misappropriated or rather allowed the then APC local government chairman to, mess around with at least 1.6 billion. Thank you. Yep.
Thank you. Ibrahim, let's come to you now. Let's talk about this. The Kano State Assembly says the move is based on gross misconduct. NNPP's perspective, do these allegations actually meet that constitutional threshold?
Okay, thank you for having me. Good morning. You see, from our part, the NNPP, we are seeing these allegations as mere political intimidation because the governor, as you all are aware, recently defected to the ruling APC, and the issue of gross misconduct or financial mismanagement by the deputy governor just started to emanate from the assembly. Let me just give you a little background about when the deputy governor served as the commissioner of local government here in Kano. After we won our election in 2023, the governor appointed several commissioners, among which the deputy governor was part, and he was posted to the Ministry of Local Government. And as your correspondent mentioned, during that time, it was the APC that are holding grid at the local government level, because all the chairmen in Kano are from APC. Then if you will look at it in the political angle, you will know that how can the deputy governor give an instruction to the APC chairman to be withdrawing such kind of money without the approval of the governor? So as far as we are concerned, this is something that has to do with the defection, because the deputy governor refused to defect with the governor to the ruling APC. So they want to impeach him and put somebody who they claim is more loyal than the current deputy governor. So we are seeing this action as a political witch hunt from the government.
Ibrahim, that sounds like classic Nigeria, and it sounds like something that we know happens or that we've heard happen many times. But let's take a look at these allegations definitively now. 462 million naira allegedly received as monthly payments of 1.5 million naira from each local government. Then 726 million naira allegedly received later as payments for special assignments, and 444 million naira allegedly paid by councils to a company, Novomed Pharmaceuticals Limited, in violation of procurement rules. Lawmakers are saying that this is gross misconduct, whether you like it or not. And the impeachment notice was reportedly signed by 38 lawmakers, meeting the constitutional threshold, even surpassing it. So are you saying there's no merit to any of these allegations whatsoever? His actions while he was at the local government levels, he had no interactions that would have brought him proximate to any of these spendings or any of these transactions. Is that what you're saying?
As far as we are concerned from the NNPP, this is mere political allegations and political intimidation, because when everyone in Kano knows who gave approval to what happens with the state and local government joint accounts. So the deputy governor cannot withdraw such kind of money without the consent of the state governor. So there are so many things that we are holding, that we have. There are so many evidences that we have that we can indict anybody who is trying to do this kind of allegation against the deputy governor. Because let me just tell you, during that time, those APC chairmen were only receiving instruction from the state governor. So the deputy governor is just a mere commissioner there. And why now? Because they have changed his ministry for more than 1 year ago. Why didn't they started this allegation or this impeachment process when they were in the NNPP? So it's just now that they defected to the APC and they want to bring something to which hunt the deputy governor who refused to join them. So if you're talking about 1.5 million each from each local government, there are so many things that happened which they are not mentioning, because there are some other monies that are moved from those local government accounts to some other individual accounts, which are not even the secretaries to such account, which are not even part of the local government structure. Like the former anti-corruption chairman, his agency, the Anti-Corruption Commission, received 12.5 million naira each from each of the 44 local governments in Kano State as something they call a legal fee, which there are so many things that are happening and you can't explain how it happens. But we know the deputy governor is not the signatory to the state local government joint account, so he cannot move that money without the consent of the state governor. So we are just seeing this as a political witch hunt, and we will be following the development, and all of us will see how this ends. But we know that this is political intimidation and political maneuver.
Now, if the impeachment process proceeds, how might it affect governance and the political stability in Kano State?
The political stability here in Kano is already volatile because the good governance has stopped, because the governor is just now paying attention to political witch hunt and political maneuvers. Because if you could remember, just like 2 weeks ago, they went to the former commissioners' houses, the commissioners that resigned their appointment from his government. They started witch hunting them. They sent armed policemen to go and intimidate their families. move out their vehicles just because of they refuse to hand over the vehicles given to them by the governor. So the political atmosphere here in Kano is already volatile, and governance has already stopped. The governor is not concentrating on governance. He is just now paying all his attention to politics, which is very unfortunate because the Kano people voted for him to come and bring development, to come and do things that will make their life for the better.
Okay, Ibrahim, so I'm wondering what your party, what you individually and your party are expecting to happen next, especially after investigation. If this goes through to investigation, what do you think they will find? What do you think the House will find that might, well, set free your member here, the deputy governor, from all allegations that are before him? And let's put that on a final note.
You know, this is Nigeria, and people hardly follow due process, and people hardly do the right thing. So what the expectation is just something that everyone expected. They will go ahead with the investigation. The deputy governor has already gone to court because this thing they're doing is political intimidation. So he cannot just sit down and watch them to just impeach him just like that. So he has gone to court, and our party, we warn them that they should try and do the right thing so that they should not throw Kano into more political crisis, because we are already in one. So we expected them to sit down, do their job accordingly, and do the right thing. But you know how it happens, how this kind of things ended in Nigeria. So maybe they may succeed in impeaching him, but we do hope that they will do the right thing and bring everything out and do everything in public so that people will know what actually happens.
Mr. Ibrahim Abdullahi, thank you so much for your insights and your time on this matter. Oh, Emmanuel is back. Emmanuel, thank you so much for making the effort to dial back.
Emmanuel, since we have Emmanuel back, Emmanuel, I was going to ask you specifically regarding the process and whether you think that anything was going to be found against the deputy governor if the impeachments were to follow through to investigations, from your findings as a reporter.
Yes, of course. This is just the first process, serving him that petition, which is expected to respond in 14 days' time. After which, of course, if they are convinced, an investigation will, begin. But of course, the body language is very clear. The majority leader in an interview made it clear that if the deputy governor actually resigned, that this process is going to stop. So actually, that confirms the fact that they want him to resign. And don't forget the state spokesman, Abdullahi-Karaye, the Commissioner for Information, called on the deputy governor to resign some weeks back for the fact that he's not part of the APC. So we keep our fingers crossed.
So do you believe this is an opposition maneuver?
Thank you.
Emmanuel, do you believe this is an opposition maneuver, as Ibrahim had said?
I don't want to believe in that. I allow the process, take its course. I allow the process, pass through. It's only when the facts are out that one can actually claim whether it's a political maneuver. Thank you.
All right. Emmanuel, Ibrahim, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us for this segment. Thank you.